Hey guys, today we will be making a DIY Christmas stocking complete with a totally free pattern. This pattern prints on a standard at-home printer, so just follow the link below to get it. For today's tutorial, you'll need some faux fabric, scissors, pins, a basic sewing machine, and the body of your stocking fabric as well. When you get your printable download for this stocking pattern, it's going to come out looking like this. Just assemble the pieces and then tape them all together at those seams. From there, you can cut out your pattern. I really wanted this pattern to be as simple to follow as possible for you guys. So you can use basic standard printer paper to print it out. Use regular paper scissors like from your kid's school to cut it out. And then just basic office tape to put it all together. So there's really nothing complicated. It just goes together pretty easily. Once you have your pattern pieces all set, it's time to make it out of fabric. Fold your fabric piece over so that you'll be making 2 copies of the body of your stocking. Cut it out just right along the edge. The pattern already has a 1/2 inch of seam allowance included. Once the body of your stocking is cut out, you're going to have 2 pieces that mirror each other. Place them together with the right sides together, meaning the sides that you want to be showing when you're done with your stocking. Now that the body of the stocking is out of the way, let's work on the cuff. To do this, you're going to fold a piece of fabric in half and then place your pattern up against the fold. Trim it on one end and then the top half before you take a minute and remove your pattern for this next step. What you're going to do to keep your faux fur from having that harsh line after it's cut is fold all of those hairs in the opposite direction, then put your pattern back on and trim again. This is going to give your stocking a much more professional and not as homemade look when it's done. To keep the mess to a minimum when you're working with faux fur, I like to use a damp rubber glove and just wipe it down over your work area in between cutting. It really gets all those little pieces up really easily. Now you're going to sew your cuff on one end and you should be left with a loop like this. Now let's set that cuff aside and go back to the body of your stocking. For this, I'm using a rib knit, and so be sure that it stretches widthwise and not lengthwise so it falls nice when you hang it up. We're going to be pinning it all along these edges and then sewing it at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. From here, if you just flip your stocking right side out, it's going to fall really awkward. So to prevent that, what we need to do is make little clips and little triangle spaces taken out of that inseam, wherever there's a curve in your stocking. That way, when you flip it right side out, there's enough space in your inseam for it to fall nicely. You just need little cuts like this around all the curves. If you accidentally clip through a thread, don't stress, we've all done it. Just go back to your sewing machine and sew over it again. Now when you flip your stocking right side out, it's all going to come together and have the shape that you want it to. Now to attach your fur cuff to the body of your stocking, you're going to put that fur inside your stocking and pin it all the way around the top and sew it into place. You can use a regular straight stitch on a basic sewing machine for this too. Once it's all sewn, flip your fur right side out and you have a super cute little cuff on your stocking. The last and final step that you need to do is to take some ribbon and create a little hook so you can actually hang it on the mantle. For this, cut about 3 inches of ribbon, and all you're going to do is pin it to that top corner of your stocking and just sew it into place. Again, a basic standard stitch is just perfect for this. From there, you're done and you have a super cute stocking that you made 100% by yourself. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And if you want more DIY tutorials, check out creativefashionblog.com. Thanks so much and have a good day.